I really did not want to make this video. So without a further ado, I just want to kind of just get this over and done with so that people can stop asking me why I stopped and how come I don't have any beatboxing videos. I have one in my archives of many videos that I've made over the past like 3 years. But I'll probably post it just as like a memento to who I was. But me continuously making videos like that, I'll probably never do it. But without further ado, let's get right into it. So in the 5th grade, I wasn't still like I had a lot of anger issues. I wasn't really popular, and I wasn't really even not popular. I was in the middle, but I still got teased a little bit, and because of that, I didn't really have that many people to talk to or that many people to hang out with. A lot of kids kind of came up to me and would play with me, but I'm guessing that they played with me out of pity. I had a lot of issues pertaining my behavior and pertaining to just how I was. I was very, very hot-headed, short-tempered as well, because like the most littlest thing would set me off to like a tirade. So for a good while, I was on like a behavioral contract. Basically, if I was having a good day or a bad day or just having an okay day, stuff like that. So for me, it was very therapeutic that I found this sort of thing. But I didn't really do it heavily, and I didn't really do it all that all that well until a year later, going into the 6th grade. And I remembered how amazing it was when I found it. People coming to me asking me if I can do certain hip hop song instrumentals, and I would do my best to do them, which actually came out really good most of the time. But it wasn't even the fact that I was being noticed or I was being asked to do these sorts of beats, doing these sorts of things. It was the fact of, for me, it was therapeutic because I found a way to calm myself and to be sort of one with my inner self. And then over the course of years, I started to become better. I started to follow people on what was it? It was on like Facebook at the time. It was big. I really started subscribing to a lot of beatboxers back then. My first beatboxer that I actually found was So Close to Toast. Then my next one was Ozelis, Jericho Beats, and I actually didn't find Codfish, as he goes by now, but I didn't find Bunny Fluff until I was 5 years into doing it. So it was way down the line. But over the course of years, I started to get better and better and better. I started to get more involved in the artistry of beatboxing, so I really started to buckle down and understand the art behind it. I try to understand the passion that other people had for it, and for a lot of people in my school and in my grade, they just thought that I was just like super talented no matter what. But I really did practice with. I did this every day. There was not a day that I wasn't trying to make myself better or trying to do different things or trying to do different sounds, different techniques, different positionings of my mouth to make a different sort of weird squeaky noise. I was always doing something. And then after a certain point, people started to coming to me and asking me, why don't you have a YouTube channel? And for so long and for so many years, I I didn't have one because I didn't really have sort of the courage, and I didn't have the I guess the confidence to sit in front of a camera and a microphone and do what I do on the microphone and on the camera. But then, 5 years into doing this, when I was in high school, yeah, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, about 4 or 5 years into doing it, I was in high school. And when I actually started to become, the beatboxer that I am, and my structure was good, my style was unique, people actually knew who I was on the internet somewhat. So, after many years of playing on PlayStation and doing PlayStation party beatboxing, I just started to tell myself, you know what? I have the confidence now. I have what it takes to just sit in front of a camera and do what I do. And so when I first started doing YouTube, my name was called Prince Beats. Or yeah, I think it was Prince Beatbox for a little while. And that was fun for a really short time. I just did like little quick 5-minute videos made with some like phone app that allowed you to quickly make videos and put them together and stuff. It adds some like generic transitions and stuff like that. So that's what I used for a short while. And then when I got my laptop for Christmas, I started to actually make better videos. This was back in when I was doing this for 6 years at this point. And so at that time I got a computer, but I still didn't have a microphone that was good enough to. That isn't this microphone. This is a Blue Snowball Ice Edition. The microphone I was using was my dad's old one that he had in the closet somewhere. It was I knew it was a condenser mic, but I didn't know the brand. So I just used it at the meantime, which I mean it still sounded pretty decent, but nowhere close to what it sounds like when I'm using this one, or even a AKG, a Shure microphone, many other microphones that have really good quality and for a lot less. But after that, I decided that I wanted to just kind of shorten up my name, because I started to see a lot of people coming up into the beatboxing scene alongside with me with just shorter names, instead of having names that is 12 names long. I know it's exaggeration, but to kind of get that point across, it's like having a rap name that is like 15 names long. It's a whole mouthful. Unless you're a part of a group, but even then, the group names are very short. Bone Thugs and Harmony, like it's short. It's only 3 words, so it kind of catches your attention, and you don't have to really think about it. But for Prince Beats, I changed it to that because, again, I wanted to be short, but I also wanted people to know who I am. Prince Beats lasted for a good while, for about 3 years. And then in my 9th year of doing it, I changed my name to King Beats. And for basically until I retired, so 9 years till I retired, which was for like almost another year. But as you'll get to hear me talk about, Prince Beats and King Beats are pretty much the same person. No matter what happened or happens, I'm still the same person. The only thing is that I I just changed as a person in my real life. And because of that, I started to realize that I wasn't really having fun with the thing that I fell in love with before. Um, and it kind of sucks when you have to hear yourself say to yourself every day, is this even worth doing? Is this even something that you want to do for the rest of your span of doing this? Because I knew that at a certain point I'm not going to be able to keep up with the new trends and the new styles and the new flows. I just couldn't be able to keep up. But for me to basically put up the gloves for so early in my career, basically, kind of makes me sad because I could have really been a fantastic beatboxer. I thought I was. A lot of people thought so too. But as I told this particular person I was talking to at the time, I told her that this this is like my first love, and to wake up one morning and roll over and just not feel the same anymore, it hurts. It hurts your soul. It hurts your heart. It hurts your body. Of any, it just hurts to know that you could have done more in terms of trying to find ways to keep doing the things that you do, keep doing the thing that you love doing the most. But I couldn't. I couldn't. And I also told her that it's just not fun anymore to me. And I know fun is subjective to a lot of us, and fun isn't something that is thrown out very often. But for me, it was fun. It was exciting for me to wake up every day, learn something new, learn a new sound, learn a new technique to try. Because I'm always that guy. I'm always that person to find ways to better myself as an artist. What can I do to better myself? And after a certain point, I found out that I just couldn't better myself as an artist anymore. I started seeing that I was doing pretty much the same things I was doing 2 years ago, but just a little bit better. I was doing things that I did way back then that I just didn't do well now. And it sucks because when you work so hard for something and then you watch it kind of dissipate in the air in front of you, you don't really know what to do. You don't really know what to say. I mean, that's why I have this channel even to this day. A lot of you guys are with me even after I had retired from it, and that means a lot to me. That really does mean a lot to me. And I know that a lot of you are waiting for me to talk to you about why did I retire? Why did I switch up the things that I did for, now for music? Well, the thing is that I find music very relaxing as beatboxing is, but something about music makes it more creative. There isn't really barriers. There are genre barriers, but music is endless. Music intertwines with everything. You can hear certain inspirations in one genre, and you go to another genre and you'll hear the exact same sort of inspirations in those, and you'll see that they kind of work hand in hand, and you're just left flabbergasted that music is like this. But I didn't see that in beatboxing. I didn't see that in the thing that I love the most. It just made me feel like this really was just a waste of time. Again, it's not a waste of time that I think about it, but at the time of thinking about it, I felt that way. And so I announced, after I did a GBB wildcard, a Grand Beatbox wildcard, I announced probably like a day later that, or a couple days later, that I am retiring as King Beats. I just couldn't do it anymore. I just couldn't deal with the drama that was within the community. I couldn't deal with the way that a lot of these beatboxers that I really did look up to, and my style is based off of a lot of them, and they just treat the beginners and even the intermediates like just complete garbage. And that really fucked with me, because even to this day I never ever trashed another beginner, intermediate, even a pro, because I know how it feels to be that guy. I know how it feels to be in their shoes, where you're trying and trying and trying, and then people are shitting on you, and then they are they're just making fun of your beatboxing. Like, we can handle a lot of criticism and stuff, but when you don't have that confidence and somebody that you look up to destroys that for you, it kind of sucks. Even for me, for somebody who's been doing it for that long, I always encourage people to just keep going. I always encourage them to ask me questions if you have any, because I was very knowledgeable about the stuff that I was talking about and I was doing. And I even still have people sometimes commenting on a lot of my videos, or videos that I replied to way back many years or even months ago, being like, yo, King Beats, you're really good. I actually recently got a comment saying I should make an Evo bass tutorial, and I had to actually say to him, sorry, I retired. And just those words says a lot about how I felt about beatboxing, and I left it at that. I didn't quit. I don't want you guys to think I quit. I just retired, because quitting means that I gave up. But with this isn't really giving up. It's just that I felt like the thing that I loved the most doing, and the thing that I thought that I could do forever, kind of gave up on me in terms of what it could have been. Because like I said, these guys, these beatboxers that I really did look up to, just weren't the people that I thought they were. And we have drama within it, the community. People thinking that they're hot shit when they're not. People thinking that they're better when they're really not. They're on par with somebody else who is that exact same skill level. So I just had enough of it. I had enough of trying to make the community better by myself and trying to help others as well. I just had enough. And because I am who I am, I just had enough. And the girl, and this same girl I was talking to, I will not name any names, but she knows who she is. She's probably watching it right now. She helped me through it a lot, and I told her, I was like, I can't keep doing this, man. I can't keep doing this thing. And she was like, well, if you feel like this is what you want to do, I am supporting you. And those words kind of helped me through it this entire time. And I think without her, I would have just kept doing it just to do it because people asked me to do it, but I wouldn't feel like I was doing something special. But because of her, she helped me through this purgatory moment. And because of that, I am very thankful that she supported me, even to this day, supporting me through this sort of stuff. I'm sorry if this is like a very melancholy sort of video with probably no music playing, but I wanted to kind of drive the feeling of how I feel about this. I hope that you guys can understand. I hope you guys can come to understand why I did what I did. And I hope you guys can come and support me through the change of going from beatboxing to just straight music. I know it's a change, and for a lot of you, you guys may have not known that I did this, but for a lot of my OG fans and a lot of my supportive fans, and even my fans who found me before the switch, like literally months before it, I thank you guys so much for helping me through such dark times, such great times. And I don't want you guys to feel like I have forgotten about you or I don't notice you guys. But I do. And you guys are always the ones that I want to try and make you guys happy. But if I'm not happy with doing what I do, I don't think you should feel like you should be happy with the things that I'm producing. If you don't feel like what I'm producing is good enough, please let me know so I can at least change it or find a way to make myself better so you guys can enjoy it. But also, if I don't enjoy it, I won't produce it and I won't release it in any kind of way. But I hope you guys, after this video, can understand how I feel and why I did what I did. And that's all I could really say at this point. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. There's not going to be any videos like this, but I hope you guys enjoyed it nonetheless. And see you guys later.